All right, so we got a project going on here. Haven't done this before, showed anyone. This is our additional dwelling unit, mother-in-law unit, right? We got some issues going on with the framing. The deck wasn't sloped at all, and we're in Washington State, so had to figure something out, either rip it all off, start over, but what we're gonna do is use expanded polystyrene foam. So we found a company that would sell it to us. Here it is, sloped, it's tapered from 1.5 inches down to 1/4 inch, and it's gonna be up there on our deck. So that's our project. All right, be well. All right, here we are inside the mother-in-law unit. Did some painting the walls yesterday. Used a little Harbor Freight sprayer. It works really well. It's our second one, maybe because it's Harbor Freight. But outside here is our deck I was telling you about. It's gone through one winter. I waterproofed the deck. It has a very, very, very slight slope to it. So it did okay, but it's not going to hold up. It's not going to be adequate for long-term Washington State rain. It is covered, but there is a partial area over there that is open to the elements. So we're going to use our expanded polystyrene foam. A lot of shower installers use something called Schluter. It's the same thing, polystyrene foam with their waterproof membrane laminated to it. So that's basically what we're gonna do. Put the foam down, use Schluter Ditra on top of that, waterproof the edges and where they join up together with Schluter Curdy, and we're gonna start from where the concrete stops all the way to the edge. Then we're gonna tile out here, and so we'll keep you posted how it goes. All right, here we are again, still up on the deck. Just want to show you a couple of things we're using. Obviously, we're using the expanded polystyrene foam down there on the bottom. Again, it's sloped away from the house so that we get proper water drainage here in our wet Washington State for our tile. Some other things, I have some wetty washers. They're tabbed steel washers, and basically the screw goes through there. It's a washer, but it has these tabs. So the tabs will just poke into the foam just a little bit. I'm not gonna, sink them real far or anything. Just enough to get a hold on the foam. And then I'm also securing the foam with a Loctite 300, specifically for foam board construction adhesive. Really good stuff. And then we're gonna top it all off with Schluter Ditra. It has this membrane on the bottom. It's waterproof when you're done. When you put the proper thin set and do it the right way, you can't just skim over the top of that or anything. It's got to be done a certain way. But then we're gonna put the Ditra over top of the foam, and then we're gonna put it also over top of the concrete. Something else you have to do is where the Ditra meets itself, that seam, you got to use Curdy over top of that. Schluter also sells Curdy, and we didn't go to Lowe's or anything. You can do that, but it can get real expensive. So we went on Craigslist, and I found, guys selling a half roll of Ditra or a full roll of Ditra or whatever, stuff like that for far less money. And so we've saved money along the way to make up for trying to save money in a framer who didn't put a slope on my deck. Not gonna say any names because I didn't catch them in time to tell them any different, so it's partially my fault. Anyhow, we're just a family here in Washington State. We're gonna trust the Lord through our project, as we do through life. All right. Have a good night. We'll give you updates as the project develops. All right. I can't find anywhere online where people do this. There's a few people in Europe that are using extruded polystyrene foam. It's a little bit different. I could have used that. It costs quite a bit more money. And with the research that I did, I'm pretty confident that this is going to do great. So we'll keep you posted.